All right, Facebook. A lot of people have been asking me about a lot of the posts that I've made, especially the one that talks about how in the world are you taking $25 and turning it into what people have told me is just a ridiculous amount of money. I'm going to go to the advice of one of the smartest men that ever lived. Some would argue the smartest man that ever lived, okay? And this is a direct quote from him. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Okay, let that sink in for a second. That $25 that I'm talking about, I'm going to show you over here. This is a link. I'll be happy to post this, okay? I probably will post it. $25, okay? We're going to take the power of compound interest over time, meaning every time you make some money off your $25 here, you repurchase, okay? 156 weeks, that's 3 years. 2.5%, this is right in line what I see on a weekly basis. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower, but I would rather underpromise and overdeliver. Simple interest would turn that into, what do we say, 97 bucks, all right? 122, nothing incredible. Compound interest, taking it, repurchasing, employing the idea of delayed gratification. Don't spend the money now. This is retirement money, okay? Calculate that. It's 1,152 bucks. Life-changing money? No. But this is just looking at what it does over a 3-year period. When I was talking about repurchasing, I'll address that here on the next page. This is a spreadsheet that I use that gives me a very good idea of what numbers can look like over a period of time with Mintage Mining. This is a company that I'm working with, all right? What you see up here at 0.025, that is our weekly payout percentage. They pay us based on how much hash power we purchase. Best way I can explain this is just dollar for dollar, we're purchasing the ability to mine cryptocurrency, okay? Those are registered, or those are explained in hash power units. If you want me to explain it, happy to, give me a call. But you figure dollar for dollar here, $25. I give them 25 bucks, and here's what they will do for me. They will pay me a percentage of the number of transactions that they verify, all right? Think of it the exact same way as every time you walk into a restaurant or a grocery store and you swipe your credit card, that credit card machine and the network is owned by someone else. It's not owned by that restaurant or that grocery store. Somebody is getting paid a percentage of that transaction to verify the fact that you have money either in the form of a credit or debit in the bank. They verify that transaction and they get a percentage of it. That is precisely what goes on in the cryptocurrency space. Now, currently, all of this stuff happens with cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and many, many others, okay? When this approaches the point where a lot of these transactions begin happening on the blockchain, I firmly believe this percentage will go up a lot, okay? But for the time being, I want to show you what that 3 years does. Remember from the previous page I showed you, $1,148. This is what happens over 156 weeks. But what we were doing was delayed gratification, taking our payout and repurchasing every single week and letting that compound. Week 1, we got paid, boom, put it back in. Week 2, we get paid, put it back in. Delay your gratification so that you can reap the rewards later on down the line. So here's the question, why do I see $3,300 here? Well, that's because we just repurchased for, we put $25 in for a 3-year rental agreement. And after 3 years, well, that agreement is over with. But since we repurchased every single time, we are now getting paid for another 3 years. Every single week, you could take out this amount until you get right down here to the last week, and that would add up to $3,327, okay? Again, not life-changing, but you tell me anywhere on the planet you're gonna find a bank that will pay you this kind of money, okay? And that's from $25, okay? Let's look at what $250 does. Beer and pizza a few times a month. What could that bring you in 3 to 6 years? All right, 6 years time, you'll have $3,300. All right, $2,500. Now things start getting very interesting. All right, $330,000. Now, I'm going to flip this up a little bit for you, and I want to make you think for a second here. Okay, well, all right, we were smart enough to delay our gratification for 3 years. On the 4th year, I can start taking money out. I could take out $2,808 the first week of the 4th year. That's awesome. Well, at some point, all of these are going to run out. Well, what if you took that $2,800 out week number 1 and decided week number 2, I'm going to do exactly what I did for the last 3 years and put that money back in. And then week number 3, take it out. Week number 4, put it back in. Wouldn't those numbers go on forever, theoretically? If the numbers stay on average the same, yeah, it will continue infinitum, okay? It will not stop. And with what we anticipate with blockchain, that number is going to go up, all right? If I would highly recommend you PM me. If you've got my phone number, call me, get in touch with me. This is something you need to seriously take a look at. Honestly, I'll understand if you tell me no. I don't care, but I'm not going to have somebody tell me I didn't show them. This is life-changing. It's changing my life right now. It's changing my friends' lives, the people that have listened to me, and it does it every single week. As of right now, February 14th was the very first payday I got, and it's every single Wednesday. As of right now, today, all right, the 20th of May, I am 5 times my money. Let that sink in, all right? Get in touch with me. This is serious, and I want to help you, okay? Talk to you soon.